Oh god, guys. I'm not showing the chat on Twitch, but this is the craziness that's going on the chat. Basically, now we have the secret Illuminati of Ninja Shogi lady players wearing masks in the middle of the game. If you are in secret lady ninja organization, you will wear mask while playing the game. No, it doesn't work this way, guys. It doesn't work this way. Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. So this week we gonna watch Ricoh Cup. And Ricoh Cup is also played since few months ago, and now we are at the phase of second elimination round. Actually, the game I'm gonna show you is the last game out of the second elimination round. After that we will have the main tournament, straight ladder towards the challenging Satomi ladies Oza. Today's game we have 9th Ricoh Cup Ladies Oza Tournament second elimination round. Inagawa Manaka Ladies 1 Dan versus Suzuki Kana Ladies 2 Dan. The game was played on 27th of June, Tokyo Shogi Hall, starting 10 o'clock. Time setting was 3 hours, chess clock and 1 minute Byomi. The winner of this game goes to the main tournament. Yeah, so Oza is the name of the tournament, sponsored by Ricoh company, therefore it's called Ricoh Cup. So here we have, before the game started, photos. Inagawa-san, she was Sente. Suzuki Kanna Ladies 2 Dan, she was Gote. And, well, this is already few moves being played. We already saw the game of Kana-san last time. Didn't go so well for her, but maybe this time. Inagawa-san, we first time see her game, but maybe if you saw the previous game you are a fan of Suzuki Kana, so please root for her. If you know Inagawa-san and you would like to root for her, please root. Both are Ibisha players, and they played the strategy we've seen before. So Inagawa-san played 2-6 pawn, 3-4 pawn, and here 4-4 pawn by Suzuki, and it looks like it's 4-5 rook, but we already know that Kana is Ibisha player, so here we have 3-3 bishop leading to Gangi, a snow roof castle. And this Joseki was same as we saw in the game of Suzuki versus Watanabe. Sente will make the left side Mino, going for the early 3-7 silver. Gote will push the 8-5 pawn early. And here making the snow roof ready. And worth mentioning, since the silver is here, there is at any time possibility of this shikake here. But what Inagawa-san did was to play slowly. And without going to the castle, she decided this is the timing for the attack. Actually, I have no experience in this position, but in the previous game we saw that Kana-san played the bishop going back, at which point this side attacked here. So this time Suzuki-san decided to not play the bishop, and we will see some... Well, she's probably much more prepared for this opening than before, and let's see how she fights her opponent. Pawn takes, silver goes up, and here you naturally defend it with the silver. I think we also saw it in the other game, what happens if you don't take this pawn, and it is important to play it this well here. Naturally silver exchange happen, and the rook goes to this nice position. Both silvers were exchanged, but it's hard to say who is better at this point. It's equal game. The king is still not in castle here, this king is in the middle of the board. It's hard to say. Generally you would say that the attacking silver was exchanged for the defending silver, but there is the other silver here, which we could consider the defensive one. So it's hard to say if Sente got anything here, but at least she got this nice rook position. And after she closes the king, here she pushes for 5 pawn, which is taken, and this nice knight development. Okay guys, question number 1. Why is it important to push the pawn before jumping the knight? Today we will have more quiz, I guess. Quiz type of stream. Why is it important? Yes, correct answer. So if you don't push the pawn, your rook will be trapped, right? So this is the strategy of Sente to avoid that. Push first, and then threaten the fork here. If the silver would be dropped now, well, the rook could go here, or after exchanging the bishop, escape here. It's fine. So naturally there is the fork, so what Kana-san did was to protect the knight jump, and Sente continues attacking. And I was a little bit surprised with this move. It seems that Sente is giving up material, but after taking the bishop, here you have many options to retake it. I was thinking about this position, and maybe, for example, if you take it with the knight, in the future there's the pawn drop with the bishop drop here. So maybe this is something Gote doesn't want to do, therefore Suzuki-san took it with this gold. But this is the perfect moment for Sente to move the rook to attack on Gote's right side, forcing some unusual moves. All the pieces, as you can see, all the Gote's pieces are on her left side, which means this side will be weak, so this is the proper time to counter. What Suzuki-san did was move the king up, and there are many moves to protect it, like gold, or maybe drop the piece here. But the problem with the gold is the bishop drop, the knight. There was one variation shown that pawn drop, rook takes, and there is this nice fork on silver and pawn, which wouldn't be very nice probably. Therefore she moved the king, and here, because the rook influence is blocked, Inagawa-san dropped the bishop. The pawn is also possible, but one way to think of it is that the talking here will be very slow, and the horse will be much faster. Alright, so far Sente is attacking very strongly, and Gote cannot keep defending, and she needs to attack. What she did, push the h6 pawn, pawn takes, and well, if you would simply take it, you know, you just protect, so you wanna do something else here. What she did was drop the pawn, silver took it, and drop bishop to 5-5, pinning this rook and the lance. I actually checked this position in the computer because I was very curious if it's the right way of attacking. And according to my Shogi program, this position after bishop drop is 200 or 300 points better for Sente. So it seems like Sente is attacking, but still not a big advantage, basically speaking. So 5-5 bishop, 1-1 bishop promotion, and pawn drop. Then, well, the only way is king takes, and here, since the rook cannot escape, Suzuki-san attacks it with the knight. Silver drop, taking the rook, and silver retakes. So here at this position, Gote has already piece advantage, right? The rook for the knight. The problem is the king strength, the defense. This king has 4 generals next to each other, while Gote's king look very unsafe, plus she doesn't have any pawn in hand. So you would like to say that Gote is better because of piece advantage, but it's still not so easy. So Suzuki-san drops the rook attacking the silver, defended by the silver going back, very flexible way of doing that, and Suzuki-san took the lance. Here is very cool move from Sente, lance drop attacking the rook, and if you have a pawn it will be easily blockable, but there is no way to go right now. By the way, since there were only 3 comments in the post-game discussion, this time I will include it while we are watching the game. So in the post-game discussion, Suzuki-san thought that she can play 8-5 rook takes, but it would be really risky because her king is standing alone, and what she would need is like perfect endgame play without mistake in order to win this game. Therefore, she wasn't able to play it, and her opponent agreed. So this move, even if it would be good in theory, it would be a little bit hard to play in practice. Alright, so what is Suzuki-san had already have kind of plan here. Well, she has to answer some moves here. After Sente took the knight, Suzuki-san tried to show some attack. She took the pawn. She took this pawn. And by the way, I checked this position in the computer again. Inagawa-san dropped here the lance, but dropping the pawn was also a possibility. The problem is this knight can be taken for free, but you have one more attacking piece. Alright, so the rook went here, the rook is trapped. What she did is take the silver, and here, very cool move. Guys, can you guess the next move? Abigail guessed it. The next move is, since you know, there is one part of the board that Gote's king would feel very, very safe. And that is not here. Even not there. There's too many pieces here, but as you notice, there is no pieces here. So if somehow Gote's king could get closer to her pieces that are influencing this area, she would be very, very safe. This kind of position we call entering king, or Nugyoku in Japanese, and therefore the proper move to go is 5-3 king. Actually, in the post-game discussion, Suzuki-san said that she was very confident about the result of the game after she played this move. She would be very safe if she managed to get to the side of the board, and it seems that it's rather easy to go because Sente has only rook and knight to attack. Alright, so what can Sente do? She will drop the 4-6 pawn, she will be taken by the horse, and she will drop the rook in order to take more pieces up. The king will keep on escaping. Sente will try to utilize all the pieces. Meantime, Suzuki-san will launch a counterattack. But don't be fooled, Sente's castle is still very strong and the game is not very easy. So here, guys, I will have another question. Who would you prefer to play as? Would you prefer to play as Sente, or would you prefer to play as Gote? Which do you think has a better position or is more likely to win? D3ZT1NY, I hope I read your name right, said it's Gote. So Suzuki-san. How about other people? Destiny. Oh, okay. Destiny. Destiny says Gote. Ramalan says Sente. Maple Sugar Lover says Gote because of entering king. Abigail says Gote is safer with only a knight in Sente's hands. Okay, so we have 3 votes for Gote and 1 vote for Sente. Actually, I have to agree with you. Sente indeed doesn't have many attacking pieces, and Gote is going to flee in the opponent's camp soon. And, well, Suzuki-san has the initiative right now. The only way to continue is to take the pawn with the gold. And here, Suzuki-san drops this nice lance. By the way, this is pretty tricky Tesuji. If you would drop the lance here, taking the pawn, taking the gold means you take 3 moves of attacking, I guess. If the gold is on the left side, after you drop the lance, it means 1, 2, and next you can do the check. While also this gold goes to the left, you know, allowing this king being safer on the right side. So pretty nice Tesuji here. Inagawa-san dropped the pawn, attacking the horse, because she needs to try at least to block the king. The horse takes, and the knight drop blocking the rook, and after the horse run, dropping the pawn, allowing this kind of foothold. The horse run again, and Sente is left only with pawns in hand. So what could go wrong, you say? So you naturally thinking, slowly thinking, Gote is winning, but Shogi is a difficult game. One mistake can turn the tables. Let's see if Suzuki-san managed to keep the advantage until the very end. Sente drops the 3-6 pawn. As you can see, the king is blocked now. It cannot go anywhere. Pretty scary. So she will take that pawn to allow the escape. Sente takes the knight. Now we have to be careful of some knight drops. It's still fine. Therefore, Gote puts some pressure by dropping the silver here. Next, taking this knight for free. Here comes the knight. Horse escapes, and the king is blocked again. Pretty scary timing, especially that if this silver comes to hand of Sente, she will be able to utilize it pretty soon. Okay, guys, remember what we always say. If you have advantage, play slowly, play calmly. And the natural proverb, the proverb that helps us, the most beginner proverb, is take the pieces. So here, Suzuki-san takes this knight. The king is still blocked because of the pawn, but next she will be able to take the pawn and break free once again. Before that happens, Inagawa-san moves the gold, retaining the silver. Suzuki-san again drops the pawn. If the silver is taken, this is Tsumero with the silver drop. If it's taken, the attack is much faster. So she runs to the left, and as you see, this kind of position is very hard to attack. You would need many moves in order to attack this position, so you have to be even more careful in the defense. Kana-san took this knight, just taken, and she took the pawn in order for the king to escape. By the way, I was also super curious about this position. So again, I checked it with the computer. Sorry, but I have to. I was very curious because it seems to me that taking the gold is supernatural. And I was like, what was she afraid of? What was the next move? So I checked, for example, this horse move. It seems, you know, that this is Tsumero. I mean, you could probably escape here. But what computer said, maybe promote the lance, and you know, the king is getting some space here, like this maybe. So parallelly escaping while attacking. So maybe it wasn't too bad to take the gold. And the point difference was huge. Taking the gold keep the advantage for Gote of 2000 points, while taking the pawn made it only 800. So she lost 1200 points on this, if I'm correct. So her idea was to throw away the silver and escape with the king, which is not bad, but taking the gold was indeed safe. I'm trying to find out some variation that would be scary. Like, I don't know, suddenly throwing away the horse and attacking with the dragon or something. It is pretty scary. So you would need the counting ability of the computer probably to check all the variations to make sure it's fine. But again, always this lance promotion is a Suzuki, which is very nice for Gote. I really like this lance promotion thing. And next, this is actually Tsume. So guys, yeah, remember that this shape is pretty neat. And this kind of moves, protecting while attacking, is always pretty nice. Okay, here I guess she was in the Byoyomi, so she preferred to win the game safely, and she took the pawn. What Sente does is to put 2-piece pressure here, but Suzuki-san goes to save point. Sente takes those 2 pieces for 1 bishop, and Suzuki-san still goes for save point. I just missed few comments. Oh, I missed this far? Sorry guys. Oh god. Okay, let me just jump back because I missed cool comment. There was a cool comment here. After the knight drop, she escaped, but what if she would go for the attack here, taking the gold and dropping the pawn? This would be a scary moment because this is one move made. So yeah, it is very important to go for safety first. And move 98. After the silver drop, the king on 4-4 seems very safe, and the Gote is superior in this position. It was already decided. So yeah, she didn't take the gold. She took the pawn to ensure safety, but she gave up 2 pieces for 1, and she escaped. And here is something, a move that she didn't notice, and she thought that the game turned it around because of her mistake. Can you see a good move, guys? Can you see a good move in this position for Sente? Sente, good move. 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. Abigail says silver drop to 4-8. Nope. I will give you another hint. It's a check. It's a check. Mild one says silver 1, 6. I guess silver 1, 6 means the king take the 1, 7 pawn. So actually it's the as somebody showed with the arrow, gold drop. The king runs, and this gold drop again means that Sente can take the dragon. If she would, I guess in the game, yeah, the game was also the same. After the gold drop she ran away. If she would take it, this silver would be taken and the dragon would get close, so it would be a very scary moment. So she went for the 1-8 square instead. The gold taken, and when silver takes, as you see, while it's escaping, it goes closer to the king, and this gold doesn't matter as much. So yeah, this is the special type of the game where you don't lose as much as before on the material. What you care at all cost is the survival of the king. Yeah, Destiny notices that indeed Sente took the dragon, but Gote escaped. Indeed, it is so. But one thing would be, I guess, if there would be a dragon, Gote would be really safe, while now it becomes less obvious. Maybe because Sente has now rook in hand, maybe she will have some chances to turn the game around. So Suzuki-san said in the post-game discussion that she didn't notice the 1-6 gold drop, but her opponent actually said that she didn't feel confident even after taking the rook. So as Destiny said, maybe the king still was good enough after escaping. Alright, what happened next is Inagawa-san took the 3-4 pawn, attacking silver and activated the dragon. 3-7 gold, protecting the silver. And here it's I think the crucial part of the game is how to make sure that the king is safe. because here what Sente does is drop the silver to 4-8, and there is this fight over the control on this square, and suddenly we are playing a game of chess instead of shogi. So here Gote drops one more piece, Sente drops one more piece, Gote drops one more piece, and Sente takes the knight. And if it would be taken, she would gain control over this square, making the Gote's king unsafe again. So what Suzuki-san did was ignore the dragon, and she promoted her lance, attacking the attacking piece. The gold was taken, the knight drop again, trying to establish control over this square. But here Suzuki-san decides that she needs some attack, and she drops the knight. So if the knight would take this promoted silver this time, it's not a threat for Gote, so it's fine, right? If the rook would take it, it's still relatively fine, because the dragon, the knight itself, you know, it can go back, it doesn't attack the king, so there's one move that Gote can play in defense. So this is why she probably thought, I have one moment of breath, I will use it for attack. And Sente don't wanna give that initiative to Gote, she took the knight, just taken by the promoted lance, and suddenly you see there is attacking piece very close to the king. But of course you don't wanna look at your king, you wanna attack this one. So what Sente does is activate the dragon on the 5-8 square, which is pretty nice spot to be at. Sente has 2 silvers, 2 bishops, no piece advantage if I'm not wrong, 2 silvers in hand, 4 generals, 2 big pieces, 1 lance in hand, so I guess she's 2 knights down. But of course she has this token, she has this nice position, of course. So the game suddenly, before she had the rook advantage, the game suddenly became difficult. This is really the game of survival here. Suzuki-san drops the pawn to 4-8, attacking, defending one, blocking that dragon, making the king safer. Inagawa-san takes the promoted silver, the token is made, and here silver dropped to 3-9. Now that I realize, I don't quite understand what's the meaning of this move. I mean, I guess if you take it, then this rook gets activated, which is not nice, having those 2 big pieces near the king, so maybe that was the meaning of that. She put the pressure on the king once more. The horse was taken, which is not a check, but she retook it, and here you have this little bit funny position with the king like hugging the edge of the board, clinging for its life right now, surrounded by the dragons. Pretty scary. Who would have known? But what she does is she has this investment here. Next she can make some checks. So Sente defends that, and this is very good move. Silver goes here next, I guess is the proper way of attack. And if the king would go down, you would have discovered check, attacking the dragon. Maybe that's the way to go. So Destiny says, why not play check before taking the silver? This is also something I have been wondering. Because this is not a check, Gote would be able to play one more move right here. Why not make a check? Yeah. I would say that general sense is like, since you can play a check even after this move, let's just give this one move to the opponent to make her wonder without deciding the position. There is something in Japanese saying that you decide the position. And without deciding the position, Gote still has many moves and she kinda have one more minute to think about the position. She's not worse, but by making repetitive checks, there is a chance she will make a mistake and make a worse position, so better not to decide the position before taking the silver. So you kind of keep the options by taking the silver first. So there is no... If there would be a good check, of course you should play it, but there is no definite reason for why not. It's just a feeling, probably, why she took the silver first, to not decide the position. Because she has many options. She could drop the silver here, she could drop the lance, she could drop the knight, she could drop the knight here, and if it's taken there is the bishop drop. So you just want to keep the options, and actually even if you drop the pawn, she can drop the bishop, which means she's fine, right? So kind of she played one more move thanks to that center defended, so she turned it out it was good to take the silver first. Okay, so Sende needs to block that bishop line. She drops the lance, protecting the rook same time, but the rook is taken, the lance is promoted. When the rook is not here, then the only attacking piece is the dragon, and somehow Gote is more confident. I guess you guys understand it just by looking, right? This move was not played, the king is safe for few more moves, and Gote can concentrate only on the attack. And so she does. Knight drop to 6-5, pawn takes, silver drop 6-6, king 8-8, and silver 7-6. Here Sente goes for the 4-5 bishop, trying to make some attack while defending, and here bonus point for the person who shows us the next move. Bonus point for the next move. What is it? Try to not cheat. Do not look at Kifu. What could be Gote's next move? Maybe it is difficult. Oh, Abigail. Nice. What about other people? Any guess? Or do you agree with Abigail? Maybe you agree with Abigail. Maybe it's a good move. Maybe I just give too much hints by saying that out loud. Ramalan agrees. Good, Ramalan, good. Actually, this is the correct move. 7-7 silver drop. I guess you could take it with the knight, but it would be easier checkmate. Silver drop. So if the knight would take it, the king goes back. I guess you drop the pawn, takes, and gold drop. Going back, lance drop. Wait, there is the bishop. Is there easy checkmate here? But anyway, it would be one way, you know, to get the king probably to the bottom line and then play a move that would result. The rook is not a check though. Yeah, so like silver promotion would be at Sumero, but maybe you can escape at that point. Oh, it's very confusing. There is also the possibility of a knight drop attacking the dragon, so I think this is a very nice move. While it's retaining here, checkmate. Maybe that's the move. So yeah, she didn't take the silver, she ran to the edge, and here there is another nice move. Silver promotion to 8-7, king takes, and lance drop. If she would simply escape, it's a checkmate. Rook drop or rook drop. So here is another Tesuji. Can you see it, guys? Another good Tesuji in order to avoid checkmate. Can you get it? Yeah, so this is the middle piece. But maybe 8-5 it's not working actually. It was 8-6. 8-5 means you can still take it, I guess. The rook drop is still here. Oh, going this way. Silver promotion. Checkmate. It's not working. Okay. I guess it's okay. So 8-6 is the point. Here, if you would take it with the lance, this time there is no silver promotion, so it's a little more difficult. But what she did is to take it with this silver, completely not allowing king to go up, king go down, and rook drop to 4-6, another very cool move. King takes the pawn. Here we have another 7-7, this time promoted silver, knight takes, rook takes, go back, and next move is pretty obvious. You have two knights, you drop the knight, which can be only taken by the dragon, silver takes unpromoted, and there is the last sentence. Try to block the goddess attack with silver drop, but the pawn drop is the final nail to the coffin, and 5-9 gold is at Sume, and win for Suzuki. So the checkmate variation is king goes to the left, lance promotes checkmate. If king takes, there is the rook drop, king goes up, and the bishop drop is a checkmate. So this is the position that Inagawa-san resigned, and the game ended. Bravo, Suzuki-san, going to the main tournament. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Congratulations to her. So this is, let me show you, after the game, the photo. So this was before, this is post-game discussion. So this is Suzuki-san, this is Inagawa-san. She was wearing the mask while playing. And this is the atmosphere of post-game discussion. And this is the interview with Suzuki-san. And there were 3 questions. The first question was, what was the point of the game? She said she was a little better, especially on the move 78, after she moved the king up. But on the move 116, the 15th, she didn't notice the gold drop, so she thought that her disadvantage disappeared and the tables turned. And at the last moment, 156 move, silver to 7-6, because she had that sumero, she acknowledged that it was her win. Ramalan asked if the mask wearing is a tactical thing. I will answer that question after, okay? There is actual explanation for the mask. And she admitted that the game was a difficult game because it had many moves. The second question was, what was about her aspiration or ambition about the main tournament? And she said she's very happy that she went to the main tournament. As you have seen in this game, winning one game is a very hard thing to do. And recently, actually, guys, she became a part of ladies, how do we say in English? So like we have this ladies group, and every few years we choose our little government. So she became part of that governing team, and therefore she got busier. She has to play games and do things as the activist kinda. So she will do best by doing those 2 jobs at the same time. And the last thing she was asked for was a award for your fans, and she said, thank you for always watching my games. She believes that she should play stronger, so she will reflect on her shogi and try to do even better, try to play even better in the next game. Oh god, guys. I'm not showing the chat on Twitch, but this is the craziness that's going on the chat. Basically, now we have the secret Illuminati of ninja shogi lady players wearing mask in middle of the game. If you are in secret lady ninja organization, you will wear mask while playing the game. No, it doesn't work this way, guys. It doesn't work this way. The reason why she secret kunoichi organization. The reason why she's wearing mask is because this is like tatami room, and actually it's very easy for dust to gather, and somehow the air is also drier, so when you sit there the whole day, either your mouth gets dry or the dust is making your eyes dry and stuff like this. So this might be one reason of why she's wearing the mask. The other reason is maybe she's sick, I don't know. So I don't think she's part of ninja secret organization. But nice joke, guys. Nice joke. Wait, what was I going to say? All right. So here is the second round results. So this was the last game. Suzuki-san joined the main tournament, and here you have 9 other players. And here was kind of information about the main tournament, that it starts from 1st of July. There was some change about the time, but the most interesting part is that recently Ricoh company made this, I don't know how to say, cooperation with Renmei, and they will try to implement something like automatic record keeper of camera above the board, and it will keep the track of the game without person needing to write it down. So it's a pretty interesting change that's gonna happen in Shogi World. So as you see in this photo, they are sitting and there is the camera on top, which will record the game automatically. I think it's marvelous news. Yeah, Ricoh is a company that says camera, guys. So the next week we're gonna watch the Ricoh main tournament. So the next step, Nishiyama versus Shimizu. Wait for it. Maple Sugar Lover says, in the future, are you allowed to cover Asahi or JTiki food? Do those count as public? Not if I don't get a permission. I need a permission for that. And guys, I am working on it. Maybe next month I will have more info. Maybe we will be able to cover male games. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. Oh, thank you, Destiny. That's so nice. Oh, thanks. It, you know, it makes me happy, like, to know that you really enjoy it. Because, to be honest, it's a lot of work to prepare that, and, well, I do it not only for myself. Well, I do it also for me to study, but also to share the knowledge about Shogi, to let you guys study Shogi and newest games. So it's nice that you enjoy it. It means that I could do a good job. Thank you, Ramalan. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks. Thank you for being my fan. I am gonna try to make some more basic videos about Shogi on YouTube, but recently I didn't have much time. But of course I will keep making the streams as long as I can, so well, keep joining every week. It's really nice to meet and talk with you guys about Shogi. I hope, Daruma, I hope it makes change in your games. I hope, thanks to my very chaotic and speeded up comment, you get to know some new Joseki that you can use against your opponents. Please be careful, Destiny, to not get electrocuted. Please turn off the computer battery to not get electrocuted by the computer electricity. Please don't die. I mean, you want energy, but not this kind of energy, okay? Okay, guys, any more questions? Do I have to summarize the game? Yeah, I really think Suzuki-san made some improvement since the last game she played against Watanabe. You could see she prepared this opening and she was really stubborn to survive with her king, even though she made a little mistake in the end. I think you could have seen in this game more how sharp she is in the end game, and I hope you also become fan of her, especially now that she does so much for our ladies professional world while still playing shogi and being busy with her games. Okay, questions. Special power, never Mitsume. Electrocuted by notebook because of spilled drink sounds like a plan. No! Nope. Please not. Please don't. And thank you so much for today. Have a good night, have a nice afternoon, or nice evening, depending where you are.